As we all might know, April is C-section month. I don't know why every day is not, but I'll go with the crowd this time. And so I wanted to hop on here to celebrate me because I'm a CS mom, and to also celebrate you because you're a mom in general. And I also did want to talk about some of the myths that I've heard and the misconceptions and just some low down thought processes. And I'm like, I don't understand why people think that way. For instance, number one, you're not woman enough if you haven't pushed out a baby. So you're telling me that the percentage of women that had a C-section, they're not woman enough because they made and brought life into the world? Make that make sense. That will never make sense to me. Um, and that the natural way of giving birth is pushing the baby. What do you mean? To me, the natural way of giving birth is bringing this baby into this world, period. How you do that, I don't care. But the fact that you are able to make, grow, and bring the baby, that is the most natural thing that you will ever be able to do. But also, I also just wanted to say, being a woman has got nothing to do with being able to have a baby. If you have a vagina and you're a woman, dealing with your hormones alone is woman enough. Talk less of being pregnant, growing that baby, and finally delivering that baby. So we need to stop trying to justify womanhood with being able to be pregnant and to make that baby. But also, I wanted to share a little bit about how I ended up with a C-section. When I had gone to the hospital when we found out I was pregnant, I wanted to give birth vaginally. That was a preference that I had because I'm like, I have a low pain tolerance, and I don't know how I would feel about having a scar, and but also because at the time I was not educated enough about all of this stuff, and every information I know about C-section is very scary. And so I guess I was, my judgment was clouded by that as well. But also, I'm like, if I had to choose between the two, I'd rather just do the vaginal delivery. And so that's what I had prepared my mind for from day one. I never looked up C-section or the possibility of it because I'm like, oh my God, that's scary. I don't want to do it. And so when the day came, I was induced at 40 weeks plus 4 days. And I know that the doctor could have waited because I could go all the way to 42 weeks, but I digress. So I was induced, and I was 4 centimeters dilated. It was slow because it was 24 hours and I was still at 4 centimeters. And so the doctor had suggested we might have to do C-section. I'm like, please stop saying that. We're going to progress and we're going to push this baby out. And unfortunately for me, when the pain had gone intense, because I know I had said if it was too much pain, I would opt for epidural. Because one thing about me, I don't voluntarily opt for pain. If we can do something about it, then we're going to do something about it. I have a low pain tolerance, and everybody that knows me knows just that. So when the anesthesiologist, was coming to prep and all of that, my water broke. And it was crazy. It was just like the movies. When my water broke, it was just like the movies. A whole lot of water. And I thought I was peeing for a second, and I realized it was still water breaking. And so when the midwife